She thought she married a quiet man, until she followed him into the forest one night. In the village of Umu Ocha, where red earth kissed bare feet and palm trees whispered secrets to the wind, people believed one thing deeply. What the forest hides, the village must never mock. Igbo proverb meaning, some things are deeper than they look. That was where Amara lived. Amara was not a woman who talked too much. She observed. She listened. She noticed small things, like how the moonlight touched the river, or how silence could sometimes be louder than shouting. So when she married Obinna, the quietest man in the village, she believed she understood him. At least, she thought she did. Obinna was not rude. He was not harsh. He never raised his voice, but he carried silence the way other men carried pride. While other husbands argued in the market or laughed loudly at the palm wine joint, Obinna would simply nod. "New," he would say. "Welcome." "Dalu," "Thank you." "Odi emma," "It is well." That was all. At night, he ate quietly. He prayed quietly. He slept quietly. Amara's mother once pulled her aside and whispered, "My daughter, Nwok Juju, a very quiet man. You must watch him well." Amara laughed then. "What is there to watch, Mama? He is gentle." But Mama only shook her head. The strange things began after the third full moon of their marriage. Obinna would wake up at night. Not every night. Not loudly. Just suddenly. Amara would feel the bed shift. She would hear him breathe deeply, like someone listening for a call only he could hear. Then he would sit, sometimes for minutes, sometimes for hours. And when she asked, "Obinna, is everything all right?" he would reply softly, "Odi emma, nwunye mem." "It is well, my wife." But his eyes were no longer fully in the room. One night, rain fell lightly, tapping on the roof like fingers. Amara pretended to sleep. She felt Obinna rise. But this time, he did not just sit. He stood. He dressed. He wrapped a dark cloth around his shoulders. Then, he stepped outside. Amara's heart started beating fast. "Where would a man go at this hour?" she whispered. In the village, no one entered the forest at night. Not hunters, not elders, not even madmen. The forest was called Ohaya Muo, the spirit forest. Without thinking, Amara tied her wrapper tightly, covered her head, and followed him. The moon followed them. Obinna walked as if he had walked that path all his life. No fear, no hesitation. Amara's feet trembled. Every sound made her flinch. The cry of an owl, the crack of a branch, the hiss of unseen creatures. She whispered prayers under her breath. "Chineke biko, God please." Suddenly, Obinna stopped. Amara froze. Her breath caught in her throat. He turned his head slightly, as if he sensed something. Her heart pounded. Then he continued walking. She nearly collapsed in relief. They reached a clearing deep inside the forest. The air felt different, heavy, alive. There were stones arranged in a circle. In the middle stood a tall tree, its roots like twisted fingers gripping the earth. Obinna stepped forward. Then, he spoke, but not in the voice Amara knew. His voice was older, deeper, carrying weight. "Dina Anyi, I have come." Our ancestors, I have come. Amara's knees weakened. This was not a dream. She watched as Obinna knelt. He placed his hands on the ground, and the forest responded. The wind shifted. Leaves rustled violently. The tree creaked. Then a voice, not from one place, but from everywhere, answered. "You are late, son of our blood." Amara covered her mouth to stop herself from screaming. Obinna spoke again. "I married as you commanded. I lived quietly as you instructed." Then he hesitated. "But I love her." There was silence. Then the voice said, "Love makes men weak." Amara's tears fell silently. So this was it. Her husband belonged to something else. The voice continued, "Every first son of your lineage must serve. You are the guardian of the forest gate." Obina's shoulders shook. "I know," he whispered. "But she followed me." The wind shifted again. "Then she has seen too much." Amara stepped forward before fear could stop her. "I am his wife," her voice echoed. "I am not here to destroy him. I only want to understand." The forest went silent. The voice asked, "Woman, do you fear him now?" Amara looked at Obina, at the man who fetched water for her, who never shouted, who prayed softly beside her at night. She shook her head. "No, but I fear losing him." The wind softened. The voice spoke again, calmer. "Then hear this truth." Obina turned to her, eyes filled with pain. "My family has guarded the boundary between this world and the spirit world for generations. Silence is how we survive. Night is when we serve." Amara felt her heart crack. "So all this time, you were carrying this alone?" He nodded. "I no wan lose you," he said in soft pidgin. "I didn't want to lose you." The ancestors spoke one last time. "Woman, you have two paths. Forget what you saw and live peacefully, or stay and share his burden." Amara closed her eyes. She remembered her mother's words. "Watch him well." She opened her eyes. "I will stay," the forest breathed. "Then you will carry silence too." They walked back together before dawn. The village slept. Nothing looked different. But everything had changed. From that day, Amara noticed she no longer feared the night. Sometimes, when Obina rose quietly, she would squeeze his hand. And sometimes, she followed him.